Hey everybody, it's me again. I just wanted to take the time out today to go ahead and show you one of my favorite palettes that I've gotten. I actually got it as a gift, and I will say it has become pretty much my daily palette. And that's the Too Faced Romantic Eye Palette. It looks just like this. Too Faced is one of my favorite brands also, along with Urban Decay. I really like what they have to offer for everybody. Let me just take a second to show you the colors. It comes with about 9 colors. This top row right here is the one I use pretty much on a daily basis. I think this is really great for green and brown eyes. I have green eyes, so I really enjoy this palette. But it actually came with, right here on the side, some cards that actually contain 3 cards, actually, that contain 3 of their different looks in them, just like this. And like I said, I use the top one the most. They call it the day look, which is something kind of similar to this. This is pretty much what I do on a day-to-day basis. And that's actually the look I'm going to show you today, is the day look. So it's everything that's in the top row of this palette, right up here at the top. Alright, and I have already prepped and primed my face. I already actually have my foundation on. I have my Urban Decay eye primer on. I actually typically use Too Faced eye primer, but I got Urban Decay primer in another set, so I've been giving it a try to see how I really like it. Let's go ahead and get started. First off, we're going to be using this brush, and if you've seen my intro to brushes video, then this is going to be very helpful for you because I won't have to sit here and explain exactly what each brush does. You can go ahead and look back at that video. This is e.l.f.'s eyeshadow brush, dome shaped just like this. It's my favorite brush, and I'm going to use it to apply this top shade right here all over from my lash line up to my brow line. So let's go ahead and do that. And I kind of dust this color over at first just to kind of get it applied evenly. And then I really just pat it on there. Something just like that. Bam. Okay, let me Okay, so now that we've got that applied all over from our lash line up to our brow line, that's going to give us a really good base. So that way when I go to apply this color in other parts of my eye, I can really blend it in. It's almost like having a primer for when you're painting a house. Like the pigments are just going to show up a little bit better. They're going to spread a little bit easier because you've already got shadow on there. So I really always suggest using some sort of base whenever you're doing your eyeshadow. A lot of people leave that out. Let's go ahead and apply to our crease area. Alright, I am actually going to be using this brush right here. e.l.f. calls this their blending brush. I do not agree with that. I think that this is absolutely perfect for a crease brush. I can really get up in there. So that's what I'm going to use it for. And it's going to be this second color right here on the top. It's called I Do. And we're really just going to, I coat it pretty well, but kind of off to one side because that's the side I'm going to be using to kind of angle my eye with. So we're gonna, sorry my mirror is off to the side here. I want to make sure. So we're gonna do this, and I'm just kind of dabbing and moving. This is a lighter shade, so you can't really mess this up too bad. I would go maybe just like a quarter of the way in with this color. I wouldn't go super far on your lid, like just kind of right about here. And then you really just start kind of packing on pigment until you feel like you've gotten to where you like it. I like just a little bit of drama. And I would suggest kind of going in a circular motion once you feel like you've patted that pigment on there. Go in a circular motion and just kind of blend it out very lightly. Sometimes it helps to hold your brush a little further down if you're going to be doing that, just so you don't take off too much of all that work you just put into it. Alright. So now you can see it's just a very light color, but it does create a little bit of shadowing in your eye, and therefore I think it does elongate your eye. And you can even stop there if you wanted to. If you wanted a very sheer daytime look, then I would just go ahead and continue the other eye with the same thing. Throw on a little bit of mascara and you're good to go. And it's a very natural palette, and it kind of, it makes my green eyes pop a little bit because it does have that slightly purple kind of tinge to that crease color. What did I do with it? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead real quick and just apply this to the other side. Like I said, this top row I use pretty much every day on my eye, so I've gotten really used to using it. I know how these colors work on my eye. I know where I like to put them. Whenever you get a new palette, don't get frustrated if you feel like the colors are not mixing well. Just keep trying till you get somewhere that you like. Apply just a little bit more on this side here. Alright. Awesome. So there you go. See, you could stop there. That could be it for you. Like I said, it's a very natural look, just with those first two right there at the top. But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do this outer shade here, this dark brown called Unveil. This is my absolute favorite color in this whole palette. I love that brown color. We're going to take our defining brush by e.l.f., which is exactly what it is. Definitely a defining brush. We're not going to go too over dramatic with this. I don't want to, I'm not going out to a club or anything. It's the morning, so this is just what I do during the day. And we're just going to kind of angle that tip towards my eyebrow. And right in my crease, we're going to apply this dark color. I'm just patting it. I'm not even moving it around. We're just patting. I hope you can see this. Patting that color right there. Building up pigment. And then I'm going to angle it down this way. And I'm going to pat that pigment. So I'm creating almost like a C shape in my eye. Go back up. See how you got that packed on there? Then I would follow through with my fluffy brush by Sephora. This is a blending eye brush. I like this one because it's not super stiff. And I just kind of just spread it out a little bit. Now remember, this is a romantic eye palette. It's not supposed to be super dark. I mean, you could build up the pigment to be that way, but this is meant to be soft, feminine color. So I'm pretty much satisfied with the way that looks. You could go in and even do a little bit more, but once I line and put mascara on, I feel like this is enough for a daytime look. So you see, it's just got a little bit of darkness here in the corner. You don't want to go super, super crazy with it. I am going to go through real quick and use this same angled brush I just used, and I'm going to put it on the bottom outer corner of my eye also. And that's pretty much as dramatic as this is going to get today. Like I said, you can add as much pigment as you want, but we're just going to go through and line. Excuse the crazy look in my eye now. So you just line the bottom. And for me, that's good. That's perfect. That's right where I want it to be. I'm going to go through and do our C shape over here also. Just like that. The good thing is, once you get used to blending, you don't have to be too careful where you put your color, because you know that you can always go back and blend it out. At least I feel that's true with myself. As long as I get the color in the general area, like on the corner of my eye, I can pretty much blend and repigment till I figure out where I like everything. So see, that's it right there. I'm going to add just a little bit more on this other corner. I do like it just a tad darker. But see, like I said, you can go back through and you can add as much pigment as you want. Awesome. There's that. Gonna line the bottom of this left eye. And voila. Let me see if I can block out some of this intruding light over here. But this is pretty much what it looks like when you're done. It's a very soft, beautiful, romantic look. I really love it. If you wanted to create even more drama out of this, you totally could. Another way a good way to create more drama is actually the cards that this palette came with are wonderful to angle right here and give yourself a nice sharp line if you really wanted to take this eyeshadow out a notch. So that would keep you kind of in the lines, per se, of this eyeshadow. But yeah, this is the daytime look. This is the one we just did. Now, keep in mind, I don't have black around my eye like this. I haven't lined my eyes yet. But I feel like it's, you know, it's a pretty accurate depiction. And it tells you what to do. It numbers the different shades on here. It makes it really easy and foolproof for you to do at home. So if you just followed along with this video and followed along with your card also, you really can't lose. I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes, and I will be sure to put an after picture on here with my video also. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope this was a palette that maybe you'll consider getting. It's a Too Faced Romantic Eye, my favorite daily palette. And I appreciate you watching. Thank you.